John, Christina, this was a rude awakening for so many residents here in the Westlake area. As you mentioned, this fire broke out about 5:45 this morning in an apartment complex with 72 units, which is why you're seeing such a large response. The potential for victims and the potential for rescues, of course, high when you have so many people involved. Luckily, no major injuries to report. There was one firefighter, as you mentioned, with second-degree burns to his ear. He is expected to be okay. Another resident we spoke to sprained her ankle after falling down the stairwell. She was rushing to get out of the building, trying to get away as quickly as possible. Everyone, including pets, were able to safely get out, but it was really very chaotic. A lot of folks, again, rudely awakened this morning. Joining me right now is Emily Harris. You actually live in the unit next to the unit that started fire. So describe to me, what did you wake up to?
So at about, like you said, like 5:45 in the morning, I could hear windows breaking and like footsteps. So I thought we were getting robbed because I just heard like that. And I was pretty afraid, so I went into my bathroom and I called 911, and they said that there had been like a fire reported and I should get out if there was a fire. So I was still afraid because I thought that somebody was breaking in. So I like peeked out into the kitchen, and I could definitely smell a fire.
And a lot of folks that we spoke to said that they didn't hear any fire alarms going off.
Yeah, no, I didn't wake up to an alarm or anything like that. There wasn't any going on. I just heard like all of the noise that goes along with everything else. Like I said, like windows breaking and all that.
And is that concerning to you? I mean, you live in this apartment complex and you're not hearing any smoke alarms or fire alarms or sprinklers or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously before today, we have 3 fire alarms in our apartment. Just like in the tiny little apartment, there's 3, so I was never worried or anything like that. But obviously that is really concerning. I'm glad that I woke up because it was pretty bad, like right next door.
Thank you so much for joining us, and I'm really glad that you're okay. And Emily actually was able to safely get her cat out as well. We're also told that many people were able to get their pets out. And one of the firefighters said what was so important here is people were able to get out and they stayed out. They didn't go back into the building trying to get pets or personal belongings. They just stayed out of the building. That made fire crews, their job much easier. Now, we're told that there were 2 units with fire damage and multiple units with smoke damage. They're still obviously trying to determine a cause of the fire, and they are also, the officials are also going to be walking through this building and finding out if there were smoke alarms or fire alarms in the hallways, because that is what's really important in these high occupancy buildings. It's required to have smoke alarms in those hallways, so hopefully we'll have that information soon.